Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. We're doing a pick your card reading today to see how you can better your life and your well-being, how you can improve it, how you can get to a space or a place where you feel most comfortable and beneficial for you in your life on your path at this time. I believe the best tarot readings are those that not only predict your future, not only validate your past and what you've been through, but something that allows you to grow, helps you to move forward, helps you to improve yourself and your life and your circumstances. It builds confidence, it empowers you, it inspires you. After this reading, you should be ready to move forward with the most positivity and the most self-confidence you can muster. So, quickly, I want to say thank you to those who donate and to those who request readings. You guys are so awesome. I received a donation the other day that just warmed my heart. So thank you so much. I hope you're watching this right now. I appreciate you guys so much and all your support. Thank you. These are cards 1, cards 2, and cards 3. Please pick the card that you are most connected to, either the cards or the crystal. And as always, we'll begin with cards 1. If you pick cards 1, the way to better yourself during this time is, let's see, justice, to be fair, and ground. Stay connected to source. Isn't this interesting? So we have two cards that mean pretty much the same thing, justice and to be fair. If you look closely, they each contain a scale. She has the scales in her hands, and he has the scale in his hands. And this talks about, yes, balance. Balance and stability. And pretty much getting into a space where things are more balanced for you, including your emotions, including your physical state, your health, your relationships, your home life, and your career, even with money. Whatever is most prominent to you at this time and what is driving you at this time, it's all about creating a balance. We need to make sure that what we're putting into a situation, we're getting as much back out of it. We can't be one-sided, especially with relationships. We can't put in too much more than we're receiving, and we can't expect to receive much more than we're giving. It's a yin-yang kind of thing. It's like karma. It's the wheel of fortune. It's putting in your time, your work, energy, effort, and that's what you will expect in return. So all this is talking about balance, to create some sort of balance where you're not pushing too far to get something done when you haven't put in that energy, or when you're not expecting so much from something or someone that doesn't quite match up with what you've put in, you know? All about balancing what you put in and allowing that to come back to you. It also talks about balancing, like I said, your emotions, your health, your well-being. Moderation. That's the word that came to mind. Moderation. Be moderate in what you put into your body, what you exude. Be moderate with how much energy you give a certain person or situation and how much energy you get from that. Be mindful. Don't overdo it in certain areas, especially with health. If you're overdoing it with sugar, if you're overdoing it with caffeine, if you're overdoing it with alcohol, that sort of thing. It's all about balance here. Balance and stability. And with your guidance card that says ground, stay connected, I see that this is actually talking about your humility, your ego, to make sure to understand that you are only as good as what you put in. You will only get from something what you put into it. So you gotta do the work, in other words. It's all about doing the work and making sure that we stay balanced in our expectations and understand why certain things are happening in a certain way, because a lot of the time we don't put in enough work, but we expect so much more. So it's all about just grounding yourself, making sure you also stay connected to your intuition, because that will lead you where you need to go along your path. But mostly be mindful of moderation in your life and try to create balance and stability. With these cards, that's probably something that you're needing the most in your life at this time. Okay, moving on. All right, let's move on to cards 2. If you picked cards 2, the way you can improve your life and well-being is, let's see what you have. Death, come to the edge, and cherish. All things have their place. Now this looks like you're definitely in need of an ending, a restart, a rebirth sort of thing, and not only to take a leap of faith, but to not be afraid of ending something that's not working for you anymore and starting anew. So these cards are telling me that you have to make sure wherever you are in your life, be it with your romance, your relationships, your job, your career, your money, your home, wherever you are in your life right now, it's about not being afraid to go down a different path, not being afraid of change, not being afraid to do something you haven't done before. Have that faith that you are able to get where you're trying to go and that you're able to accomplish what you're trying to set out to do. So a lot of changes, a major change is probably needed in your life, possibly an overhaul, possibly letting go of something major, even if this has to do with your past, some baggage that is hard for you to shake off. If it's a change in your relationship, a change in your job, maybe it's time for you to end this job and move into something else. Maybe it's time to change professions. Maybe it's time to go back to school. Maybe it's time to do something that you were initially afraid to do because of the unknown outcome. These cards are saying that yes, you're on the right path, but to create a more stable, more satisfying experience for yourself at this time, you have to understand that fate is working in your favor for change. You have to let something go here, and you have to go and jump into something new. You have to get out of that comfort zone. And that's where, when you know you're uncomfortable, when you know you're afraid of a situation or the unknown, when you know you have a bit of hesitation or anxiety about a situation, before you make a change or a move, you know you're on the right path. Because if it was easy, that meant you know what to expect. You've possibly been there before. You are more comfortable with the situation because it seems very easy. It seems doable. It seems like it's less risk. But when you get out of that comfort zone, so many more opportunities open up for you that you are sometimes amazed at the blessings in your life after you take that leap of faith. I mean, I know so many stories of people doing something they were afraid to do, and they look back on it after they did it, and they're like, wow, I did it. I done it. And they're amazed with themselves, and it kind of creates this whole new image of yourself because you know you could do it because you done it. That sort of thing. It's time to get out of that comfort zone, and that's what these cards are telling you. It's time for a major change. Don't hold back. Don't feel like you have to stay in the status quo because it's more familiar. Do something different. Do that thing that your intuition's been leading you towards, but you've been a little hesitant about making that change. Remember, all things have their place. This is exactly what is meant for you at this time. So cherish even the negativity, even the fears, even the anxiety, all the baggage, all the hurt. Cherish that because it's pushing you. It's pushing you to take that leap. And that leap will in turn get you that much closer to your goals. Okay, moving on. Moving on to card 3. If you pick card 3, then the way to improve your life and well-being is, let's see, you have poised, 2 of cups, and trust. Your intuition is there to guide you. Now, let me make sure you can see. Now, with these two cards, it talks about making a commitment. Making a commitment either to a promise you made for yourself, either another person, either a job or career or business opportunity. Whatever this is for you, it's about making that commitment. Taking that step forward to finally say, yes, I'm going to go through with this. And feeling confident about it. Feeling independent about it. Feeling like you are ready to take on the world, because that's what will happen when you make this commitment. You'll realize you had nothing to fear. You'll realize how much closer you are to getting your goal. You'll realize how making this commitment is bettering you and changing you for the better and your life circumstances. You can't fear this commitment. If it's a project, you have to commit to it. If you've been trying so hard to figure out what to do next, this is what you do. You commit. You sit down and you make a promise to yourself where you're going to go, and you put down those steps on how to get there. And during all of this, while you're trying to figure out your goals, while you're trying to figure out how to commit to this job, this person, this way of life, you have to trust. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, trust that the universe, that fate, that the divine is on your side and allowing you the moment of opportunity to create something special. This commitment will instill in you the confidence you need, the leadership abilities you have, especially if it's with your own business, if this is something you want to do in life. I mean, look at this card. The Poise card says it all. She's on top of the world. She's stable. She's balanced. She knows what she wants, and she's allowing the universe to let her receive it. Open arms. She's ready. And she's not scared. She's not afraid to take a leap of faith. She's not afraid to take a risk. It's time. Make that commitment with yourself that you're going to get on your 2 feet now. Make that commitment with yourself that you're going to go all the way with this health plan, with this diet plan. Make that commitment to your partner that you are going to remain faithful and you do want to take that next step in your relationship. Make a commitment to your business partners that you guys are in this together, ups and downs. Whatever this commitment is for you, those were just examples. Commit to it. Commit that you're going to do videos every day because that's what you plan to do. Commit that you're going to write those music lyrics. Commit that you're going to change your job or find your passion or find your purpose. Like, you have to commit to that. That's what these cards are telling you. And through it all, the ups and downs, the back and forth, through it all, remember, your intuition is there to guide you. Stay connected to that and you will definitely be straight on that path to where it is you want to be. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your heart. That's your intuition. That's fate. That's the universe steering you in the right direction. Okay, so I want to thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and your comments. Thanks for subscribing. And thank you for those who donate and for those who request readings from me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, and I'll have more videos like this for you soon.